Okay. I am Dr. Yogesh Gautam, and at DMR, I am taking care of the Transfer Technology Department and the Agriculture Knowledge Management Unit. So today we'll be discussing about the prerequisites for starting a mushroom farm. And also we'll be discussing about the SWOT analysis, the strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats in mushroom cultivation. So first of all, we like to see the importance of mushroom farming. We see that mushroom is a very important component for consumers as it gives them many nutritional and medicinal components which are available in mushrooms. So the consumers get a good protein diet from mushrooms, and also different mushrooms give different minerals to consumers which help them in development of immunity and fighting many diseases. For, from growers' point of view also, we see that mushrooms are very important because they give them a very good profit margin, and it requires very less amount of land, very less amount of water, and it can be started from very low investment. At DMR also, we see that we are giving trainings throughout the year, and in all the trainings, we take around 30 to 40 candidates, and we see that the number of applicants for this trainings are more than 400. So we are not able to cater to all the trainees. Then what basic information a prospective mushroom farmer needs before starting a farm? So he needs to understand the biology of a mushroom, because mushroom is not like other field crops. It is a technical process or scientific process to grow mushrooms. So they need to know the biology of mushroom. They also need to know the different mushrooms which can be grown, because there's a large variety of mushrooms which are available to grow. We have butter mushroom, we have oyster mushroom, then psilocybe, pedicel mushroom, shiitake, ganoderma, cordyceps, hericium. We have a large variety of mushrooms which can be grown. And a grower also needs to know the climatic requirements for these mushrooms, because different mushrooms have different climatic requirements and they can be grown at different temperatures. So then prospective mushroom grower needs to take a decision regarding which mushroom he has to grow. So that depends upon the climate of the area, because if he wants to grow that mushroom in a seasonal condition, so he needs to know the climate of the area, because only that mushroom can be grown in a seasonal condition, which is for which the climate is favorable. Then the raw material availability, because mushrooms can grow on different agricultural waste: wheat straw, paddy straw, sugarcane bagasse, mustard straw. Any of these agricultural waste available can be used to grow mushrooms. So whatever agricultural waste is available for that particular area, a person can utilize that for growing mushrooms. Then he also needs to know the market. The market of mushrooms at present in India is not organized at all. So before growing a mushroom, a person needs to know the market for that particular mushroom. Then it's very important that the person also has training on growing that mushroom. So he needs to himself being trained in this training for growing this mushroom, or he needs to employ some person in his farm who knows how to grow that mushroom. So the training options are there at DMR. We give training to the farmers, to entrepreneurs. So there is some difference between these two trainings. For entrepreneurs, we have some additional lectures like marketing and interaction with bank personnel, interaction with NABARD, NHB personnel, interaction with growers. Then a person can also go for producing spawn. So he needs to take that spawn production training, which is of 3 days, and it is available at DMR. Then there are some specialty mushrooms which are not covered in this general trainings. We have Ganoderma, we have shiitake, then hericium, cordyceps. So these mushrooms, for these mushrooms, we have special trainings, 3 days trainings for all the mushrooms. And for all the mushrooms, the fees is 3,000 rupees. Then we have active centers also. We have total 32 active, that is the agriculture uh, and coordinated research projects. We have 32 total centers throughout the India. 10 are ICR institute-based centers, 13 are state agriculture universities-based centers, and 9 are cooperating centers. They are also doing good work in the extension, in trainings, and in organizing demonstrations, and taking trials which are given to them by DMR. Then we will make analysis of the SWOT, that the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats in growing mushrooms. First, we take the strengths. So this is a new idea in market. This can be a strength for growing mushrooms. And people already have a taste of mushrooms because most of the people, they have tasted mushrooms. That can be a strength. Then huge profit margin is there. The margin in mushroom production is good. So this can also be a strength for going into this mushroom-based business. Then initial low investment. A person can start from investment as low as 10,000 rupees. I will just give an example. If a person takes 100 bags of this compost for growing butter mushroom, and we take the rate as rupees 100 for per bag, so he'll be spending 10,000 rupees for these 100 bags. And in these 100 bags, if he gets 2 kg mushroom per bag, he'll be getting 200 kg of mushrooms. And if we take the minimum rate of around 100 rupees, so he will getting 20,000 rupees in return. So broadly, we can say that the profit margin doubles in mushroom cultivation. Then one of the strengths is rising trend of fast food items. Fast food items are increasing. More and more people are taking to this. So this can also be a strength for growing mushrooms. Then the climatic conditions. So different mushroom, for example, the perishaw mushroom is growing in Odisha because the temperature is suitable for that. So the climatic conditions of area which are suitable for that crop can be a strength in growing mushrooms. Then we come to the weaknesses. The weakness is the first weakness can be that the number of consultants available are very less, and the genuine consultants are even lesser. So that can be a weakness. And mushrooms have a very low shelf life. They get spoiled in 2 to 3 days. That can also be a weakness. Then the low storage facility. The facilities to store mushrooms are not there presently. So this can also be a weakness. And the lack of experience in the field. A person, if he doesn't have any experience, so he may be very nervous to go into this field. So that can be a weakness for a person going into the field of mushroom cultivation. Now we come to the opportunities. So the opportunities are great. First of all, we can see the decline in the canned production in the world market. In the world market, the canned production is declining. So the availability of fresh mushrooms will be a bonus for them. Then and another opportunity can be adoption of the latest technologies because most new technologies are available which are better than the previously available technologies. So a person can adopt those new technologies and get more production out of the mushrooms. And the production of the mushroom can be raised to meet the international market because there is a demand in the international market also. So to meet that demand, a person can grow mushrooms. So he can hire a mushroom specialist to solve any problem. It's an opportunity. If he has any problem, he's not a specialist, he can hire a specialist, or DMR is available. A person can call, a person can send WhatsApp images, he can do a video call, and he can discuss any problem. And then the delivery of the mushrooms can be made early to reduce spoilage. So just example I am giving, if a person has a mushroom farm and he uh, expects that he will be taking around 500 or 1000 kg of mushrooms in a day, so he will have to start the harvesting process from night only so that the mushrooms get into the market early in the morning. Then there are some threats also. In every business, there are threats. So the same are there in this mushroom cultivation also. And the first is the existing canned mushroom market. So canned mushroom market is there. Some mushrooms are available in canned form also. So that can be a threat to fresh mushrooms. Then the demand fluctuations. The demand in mushroom fluctuates. So, for example, we are having a marriage season or we are having some it's religious season. So the demand fluctuates, increases or decreases. Then the government policies. The government also has some policies. A simple example I can give of this electricity. In some states, the government has considered this mushroom cultivation as an agricultural activity. So the electricity is charged at the domestic rate. While in some other states where they have not considered it as an agricultural activity, this electricity is being charged at commercial rate. So the government policies are also there. The person has to take care of the policies and take uh, care of those policies. Then there's the risk of increasing demand being satisfied the competitors. So the demand is increasing, but maybe that demand is satisfied by the competitors of that mushroom growing person. So that is also a threat. So another threat can be the risk of supply exceeding demand if market is not available. So the market of mushrooms is not developed, it's not organized. So there is a danger of the demand being less and the supply being more. So that is a threat. Then high competition. There is a high competition. We see that persons in the fields like law, this CA persons, retired army personnel, doctors, engineers, and so many people are leaving their these professions and coming into the mushroom cultivation. So the competition is increasing. Qualified people, intelligent people, they are coming into this field. So this competition is increasing at a very high rate. So there's high competition that can be considered a threat in the maintenance of high standards. If there's high competition, then the standards will also be high. So person will have to maintain high standards if he has to remain in this field. Thank you.